Are we live? Are we live? Yes, we are live. It must be Tuesday night. Welcome, y'all. Welcome in the late night line. I am P, and that's Mr. 12 over there.
What up? What up? What up?
Yeah, we back for another one. What episode is this?
50. We hit a half a century.
50. Okay.
50.
Okay. 50.
50.
If you're from New York, you know what that means. 50. 50.
50.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's the lingo in there. 50. Man, 50 episodes. I think I might have missed a few, maybe one or two, but
Yeah, just one.
that's a milestone. That's a milestone.
Definitely. Yeah. Consistency.
Yeah, showing up week to week, twice a week, doing it. It's a crazy week, so man, hopefully everybody out there enjoyed their 4th of July here in the United States, and hopefully you guys were safe as well, because there were a lot of accidents out there. I see houses got burnt down, things like that. You know, it ain't always fun. There's a lot of, I was doing a research on this. I talked about it in my last episode when we ended about safety 4th of July. It's like between 13,000 and 14,000 people get sent to the emergency room every year because of fireworks injuries. So I know a lot of y'all still got some, so y'all still be safe out there, because I can still hear these guys popping fireworks outside now. And you start wondering, like, hey, how much money y'all spending on this stuff? Because y'all was popping all day 4th of July. I know it did rain, but hey, big up to y'all. I know we were celebrating 250 years in America, and it hasn't been great for everyone living in America, but it's still a good milestone. Hopefully I did something to help support y'all patriot goers, the rest of people living here. And I wasn't too violent with it. What'd you do for 4th of July?
Well, I stayed my ass home. The family went out to the park. It rained.
Yeah.
So right before everything was going to start, it started raining. So my family went to the park out here in
Stanley?
They moved it. They don't do it at Stanley Quarter Park no more. Like 7-8 years now, They moved it over to the stadium. Now they move it to, I don't know that park. I'll be honest, I don't know that park. I think it's like Willow or something like that by the hospital. So that they tried it over there for the first time, but it got.
Did they succeed with that?
It got rained out.
Okay, because I think the one downtown Hartford did as well. The rain basically came through right when it was getting ready to start lighting
exactly
these.
Right.
It literally was. Some places started.
Yeah, they
lit off a few, and it started pouring so hard, you can't light no wick in the rain.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So that one was. Yeah, we came home after the rain. Like the dudes in the neighborhood, they was letting off, but I don't think it was like prior years. Something this year was slightly different because I know it's like out here from like Wednesday or the week before, leading all the way up to the fort, it's fireworks. This year it was like 1, 2, only. They only started.
To be honest, you got to remember, right? Like, you remember the one year we was at V House when we was popping fireworks in New Britain?
Yeah.
Not at his new spot, the one in New Britain.
Yeah.
A couple of them things, man, was coming off of COVID, So people had money. Like, you remember, everybody was home getting that free stash. So people had a lot of extra money to do stuff. And tell you, man, you hit the fireworks store, you get a lot of good stuff. I already got my stuff picked out for next year.
Yeah, but I ain't buy fireworks in years.
And I still got leftover. I don't use them all. I save them for like special event. So if one of the kids got some birthday party or something coming up and they have a little get together, I'll save like a cake or two. And at the end of the night, you set them off, something special. So I don't always use them up for 4th of July. The last ones I had, I popped them when my sister got married. When she was up here and she had the event, at the end of the night, I lit off like 3 bricks for
her. Nice.
So yeah, it's a good celebration. It ain't always got to be for the 4th. I may do something for New Year's as well. And then you got to always remember when it comes to fireworks, you got to think about the things that can go bad because it will go bad.
Yeah.
Because hey, I've had one time where I lit a cake and it fell over. You know what I'm saying? And it
Yeah.
started shooting right at me. You know? Yeah. So you think about it. If it's a one shot, yeah, run. But if it's one of these 30, 40 shots, you pray and hope that you work it out. But hopefully everybody had a safe 4th of July. So what's next now? What is next now? We still got the World Cup going on. A lot of
Yeah.
disappointing countries.
Well, I was
So
bad. I was mad my US lost, man.
hey, y'all let me know in the comments who y'all rooting for, what country are you guys from? Because hey, at some point, even if you're American, we all a lot of us got connections back to our homeland. So let me know who y'all flag is down below. We are Trinidad and Tobago. We did not make the tournament this year. Hopefully next year. And that's all I
Man,
can
I
really
was rooting
say,
for
man.
America. I wasn't rooting for
Of
Trinidad. I was
course.
rooting for America.
Yeah, I mean, dude, there was a lot of teams I was rooting for. You know what I'm saying? Every game you pretty much could pick somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, you know one thing I noticed
What's that?
this year? I noticed this, yo, and we've been seeing it a lot. A lot of people are unpatriotic. Or like, yo, if you ask a lot of these young kids these days, and I think it's all where we're from, right, in the United States. But I think a lot of these young kids are unpatriotic. You know what I'm saying? Because
What do you mean? As far as soccer?
no, it's like with America, yo. It's like, yo, I remember when we was younger, yo, you could go anywhere and you hear them chanting USA. Yo, you could be from a different country and so like, yo, these young kids don't know how great America is. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you give America a sport, they would dominate that shit. But
it's funny you said that because I heard a comedian talking about that because only in America you'd be like, all right, we need the fastest people in the world. Who's the fastest people in the world? Well, we got some brothers over there. Let's go get them. Oh, time to swim. We got there's Michael Phelps. Get his white ass over here. You know what I'm saying? We going to the Olymp. We going to what's that? Ice skating.
Yeah, you're gonna find somebody.
Yeah, we gymnastics. We got the Japanese, Chinese women over here. We got, and America has everything, and it's like, man, they're the greatest colonizers ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I just noticed that it's like you talk to a lot of people. It's like, yo, they're like,
that is what America has done to itself.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think so. I think over time, the fight within the country is where the country is where it's at. Like, you got to remember, like after 9/11, right? When that happened, that united the country big time. I remember Bush walking out onto was it Yankee Stadium or Shea? It was in New York, one of the stadiums, and he threw out a pitch. He threw out a pitch. And I remember that. Like, Bush was one of my favorite guys. I like Bush. He was funny. I liked him. And that's GW, not H. You know what I'm saying? And I remember him walking out on the baseball field, throwing out the first pitch, and it was real patriotic because they had just hit the towers and the things with the plane. So when you look at a lot of those things, it's one of the reasons why we became patriotic, because we had an enemy. And it was like, okay, all the Americans are coming together, bonding together. But I think with the explosion of social media and everybody able to see what's really going on around the world, I think not a lot of people are buying into it anymore. You know what I mean? Because they feel like the country within itself is not giving them what they need as people. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about it, yo, you want me to be patriotic, but my whole family's starving. You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't the right thing to do because you're supposed to get off your ass to do some work to get your family some food. But there are people that's been beaten down so much by this country, they give up. That's just the honest word. I mean, it ain't for everybody, but there's some people that got raw deals and their family's been robbed and raped throughout history, so they give up. and then people turn around and call them lazy. Some of them are lazy, but you got to look at where they came from to where they're at now. And if you truly look at it, it's why Americans are the way they are. Some don't give a shit. Some don't give a hell. Leave me alone. I'm gonna mind my business. I don't care who's in town. I'm going from point A to point B. Leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? And because you got to think, every year somebody gets disappointed on some new shit. You know what I'm saying? Every year a demon is born. That's the way I look at it. Whether it's from mama trauma, baby mama trauma, family trauma, it's out there. And I think America itself is trauma. You know what I'm saying? We all came to live here at some point. So I think that's what it is, man.
I like your perspective. I like it. I didn't
think about this. When was the last time we had a great disaster for us to all unite? You know what I'm saying? You need something so everybody could get in one boat. USA, US. Man, the last time I remember chanting that, I was watching wrestling. USA, you know what I'm saying? They don't do that no more. You're right. But I think America is why that is. You know what I'm saying? Look at what just went on with the World Cup, right? All these Europeans come to America, all these other countries, and they're finally realizing their government was lying to them. They're like, yo, you guys are nice people here. The food is great. And there's some of them don't want to go back home. Because it's the first time where the people are actually traveling instead of these, what you say, government officials that they make up stories as they go. So
yeah,
you know,
I like that. I like that. But
yeah, I mean that's how I see it, man. It's the melting pot that keeps giving.
All right, cool. I don't got nothing to second that. We rest that right there.
So what we rolling into? We got a line.
So I'm gonna roll into, since we're talking about US, right? We're gonna roll into this first clip right here.
Go ahead.
$5,000 fine for just not speaking English? Listen to what this driver says.
Going through Arkansas, I thought it was a joke. Got stopped at the weigh station, was handed a piece of paper, and it says, "Can you read and write English?" I said, "Yes, sir, I sure can." He goes, "Can you read this?" So I read it to myself, and I was like, okay, I started handing it back. He goes, no, read it out loud for me. So I read it out loud for him, and, you know, it was short and sweet, no problem. He goes, "Now, can you write this for me on this paper?" And I did, and there was a whole bunch of people that had already written on it. And I was actually witnessing people in handcuffs that had been pulled in. And I was like, "What's going on?" He goes, "Oh, we've come across now that if you cannot read or write in English, that it's a $5,000 fine. And if you have a company in Arkansas that employs people that can't read or write in English, it's a $10,000 fine paid on the spot. If you cannot pay it, you're automatically arrested and lose your license."
We can't throw our hands in the air and say we didn't know. It's happening now. What do you think about that?
And that is exactly why we ain't patriotic.
Why?
Like, what? This is America beating you down. What up, Knight?
What up?
This is America beating you down. $5,000 fine for not speaking English. Can't read and write in English. And $10,000, you got to pay it on the spot. Do you know what state is this real, or is that AI?
Yeah. No, that was real.
You got clarification on the state?
He said Arkansas or something like that.
Arkansas. What do you know about Arkansas, Knight?
I know nothing but what you call it? Tumbleweeds, white people, and farming.
Corn?
Gotta be.
Dude, this shit is like
I'm on the opposite side. Yo, I don't know about the fines, but if you remember in California, Canada, you got people from other countries coming and they don't know how to speak English. Yo, I was even watching the one with the Chinese dude.
Wait. No. I am not upset with what they're trying to accomplish. But Is this even legal?
Yeah,
Because listen, I know in Florida they passed it last year that the driving test is only in English.
right.
So
Because
I'm
if
okay
you
with that. I'm okay
right,
with that. But this is a
right.
company.
No, that's what he was saying is when you go through the checkpoint there, you got to be able to read and write. Because if you can't read the damn sign that's written in English,
Exactly. But a fine, is it just the driver?
the companies and the what you call it. If your company is in Arkansas, it's 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
But if your company is not, it's 5,000 on the spot.
So okay. If the company tells everyone that they have all English speaking employees, yes, I'm okay with this. Because that means you lying. 'Cause if
Exactly.
they can't speak English, you lying.
What is speaking and reading and writing? What does that matter? All these signs you see is red
Hey.
and means stop.
I don't want to hear. I didn't see that. I didn't know it was over there.
Yo. So what happened to the family in Florida that was driving in a minivan? The people from India did a damn U-turn with a semi-trailer, and these cats they was swink because
I mean,
they turned the yeah. So you say it doesn't matter. Yeah,
no, things
because-
happen. That man thought he was trying to whip it, and
Right.
it just didn't
That's
work out.
something you do in India. You don't do that in America.
Oh, they rules don't allow all that. Come on, buddy.
Yo, that's what they would do. That's hold on. You won't do something if that's how life is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this. If something is not like America got rules, and I didn't understand it until I started doing engineering, right? There's a loss percentage in everything, like even on bridge while they're building bridge. The cement, like you know the some of the bridges and some of those tall things, the cement is it dries fast, right? So if someone falls in, they can't get them out. Yeah, I know that, right? They can't get them out. So if you fall in while they're building the bridge, they just put your name on the plaque on the bridge. That's price of development. But OSHA stepped in and they build guardrails so people won't fall in while they're building the bridge. So we have standards that the rest of the world is trying to achieve. That's why when you do American standard quality of work to the third, like other countries, they don't compare. That's why a lot of people like working for American companies because there are rules and regulation. And now you go other country, you working barefooted in some factory. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about the law of common sense. You talking about a bridge, and if people fall into the concrete, how stupid are you to walk right into concrete?
No, you looking at it wrong. If you go on most of these bridges that they build, people do fall in because it wasn't standard. It wasn't standardized at that time.
Yeah,
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't.
I know what wet concrete look like, sir. I'm not gonna step in.
It's not even.
But I digress. I digress.
Well, this is why it's called accidents.
Yeah, that's why they got OSHA,
and it's usually unusual as well. Things that you ain't think gonna happen just happen. Black.
Well, I want to also say in regards to that family in Florida, there's a rule in regards to trailers taking turns. You're not supposed to follow closely behind them.
They not supposed to turn when it was turning. You ain't see the video. That's why you say it like that.
I probably did because I remember Habibi got out like, well, whatever. It happened. I remember that video. All I'm saying is I ain't driving too close to no tractor trailer no matter what it's doing. A legal U-turn.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. I'm going to cut you off. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
On a highway, have you ever seen where you could turn around on a highway? You've been driving. You trying to tell me
they did it on a highway?
It's a highway. Highways have no U-turns.
Like a freeway.
Freeway highway. You know how we take,
shit.
you know how the
70 miles an hour type thing?
Yo, plus, God. You know how like where the cops be hiding out?
Yeah.
You know how once in a while regular cars might take because you know you can kind of gauge it?
Yeah.
They try to do it on there with a semi.
Yeah. You've been whipping a big truck like you've been whipping a big. It's a lot of things we ain't supposed to do. We ain't supposed to do rolling stops. I do it every goddamn day.
Right, but a semi, it's not designed for a semi truck.
What's rolling stop?
A
ain't
rolling,
stopping, we
a
just
rolling
rolling.
stop. A rolling stop is when I come to the stop sign, and instead of stopping and looking at the four-way for the 4 necessary seconds, I say, "All right, nobody there." Boom, keep going. You don't come to a
I don't
complete stop.
stop. I just roll. Be like,
Ex- Exactly.
we rolling. We
I'm still wondering.
hating.
I've heard it called a Hartford rolling stop. I know they do it all
Yeah.
over the world.
Yo, you know what's
So,
funny? When my sister came up here the last time, I was in the car with her husband, and he goes, "Damn, that's how y'all stop up here."
it's the only way.
Because I just did a slow down on the and the stop sign was going. He goes, "Damn."
Keep your gas mileage up.
He was like, "Shit." Now I see where Abby get it from. I was like, "Yo, that's how it is, man. Every state got different road rules." And you know what's crazy? I've done it in front of cops.
No, now you pushing it.
No,
I done got a warning about that.
bro. Cops would be like, "Nigga, why you stop me? You slowing traffic down. You got 8 cars behind you." Hey, and if you're in Connecticut, please know there's if you're in a fast lane, you don't, even if you're doing 80, if you're doing 80 and there's 12 cars behind you, the cops will pull you over.
Mm-hmm.
There's a law called get out the goddamn fast lane. You see it all the time, man.
I
These
appreciate
cats getting there just to piss people off. Just to piss people off.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the law.
I mean, the fast lane, I'll be like, man, they ain't going fast enough. You got to speed up. Get out the way.
Yeah, he's supposed to.
Get out
Yeah,
the way.
it's a passing lane.
All right.
But crazy video though, man. I mean, I'm okay with the fine because the company agreed. They signed a waiver saying Mr. Knight speaks and writes in English. So Mr. Knight, spell late night line.
Let him live. Let him work.
So, Brandon, I had this video specifically for you. I wanted to hear your rebuttal for this one. I got two. I got to find the other one. Here we go.
And I'm at this point in my life where, like, I don't crave human interaction. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to be around nobody. I love my time by myself. I just want to be alone. Like, my communication skills recently have been so bad. I don't text back. I don't answer calls. Like, I just be going ghost. I don't be talking to nobody. And it's just like, I don't know. Everybody just turned me off. And, like, I just get the ick so fast now. And, like, I just want to distance myself from people. Like, I don't know if I should be concerned.
What are your thoughts on that one?
Listen. On my soul, I can save her. All right. Now she's saying she don't want to be around people. She get the ick, this and that. What I'm hearing is she has not met an individual who can communicate and understand and listen to her. I can do all those things for her. We ain't got to talk. I can just sit there and listen.
Hey, she did not say I don't like men. She did not say I don't like women. She said I want to be around nobody. Nobody, not even a dog, cat.
And that's fine. I can meet her in the middle. I could go in the other room while you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to talk. When you
Who hurt you?
Who did hurt her? I'm willing to ask that question and listen.
I know she definitely need a hug. I give good hugs. That's all I got.
I'll give her more than that.
No. Listen, if she's that angry now, think about what's going to happen when y'all get together and you get on her bad side.
Passion flows in
She's
both
slapping
directions.
you with ketchups and mustard packets and shit.
That's fine. That's fine.
Nah.
Put the burger in there. Let's make it happen.
Nah.
I'll work with what you give me.
You might as well go to tortilla slap. Shit, let's just do that.
That's too light, though. You feel
Too
me?
light.
Too light.
Shit, we're gonna toast that bad boy first.
You said it.
Oh, you can put it in the air fryer, put some cheese on it, and then we do the slap. So we put the tortillas in the thing, and after we could do the cheese on it. And you know what? You can make it messy. We could do either ranch or ketchup on there. Oh yeah, you're getting slapped with a ketchup air fried tortilla with cheese on it, bitch.
The ketchup is slightly disrespectful, but for her, I take it. Miss Alana
For
Archer.
her, I'll probably put relish or freaking What's the other spicy one they like to put on their
You
hamburger?
putting relish on what?
Yeah, I'm not eating it. I'm slapping the shit out of her with it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
It's a waste of good food, my guy.
Nah. She needs attention. We need
I'm
to
gonna
do
give it to
something.
her.
No, but she needs a hug first, though. I think so.
She need more than a hug.
All right.
Like,
So
what do you do? She goes to therapy, and she's gonna hate the therapist too because she don't want to be around people.
And that's okay.
You know what? I tell you what. You know what's the perfectly good thing for her? She could be that chick that goes out in the woods to live with the bear.
Oh, not the one that chose the
That's
bear.
who we send her to live with the goddamn bear.
I don't think she know the rules for bears anyway.
She don't want to be around us.
Yeah, but you gotta know. If it's black,
No.
fight back. If it's brown, lay down. If it's
No.
white, say goodnight.
She finna find out.
so I understand what y'all saying, right? My side was slightly different because sometimes people just need to regroup and rebuild themselves. You know what I'm saying? So she probably need that time where she could kind of
So you think she was just blowing steam?
and just come back. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily sometimes we go through that shit where it's like,
I believe so.
you know what I'm saying? I just need to be by myself, get my junk together. When I come back, I'm good.
Hell
No,
no.
she got hurt. Either the boyfriend and the best friend got together. Something happened where she just hates everyone. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's the next one. Here we go. These are the short ones. Here we go.
Y'all, this is my tow truck driver. I think he's having fun, and I'm not. This is what happens when you don't have a daddy or a man in your life. This is ridiculous. I was on my way to get food. Now I'm gonna go home. Tireless, foodless, cold, everything.
What?
I'm happy for that tow truck driver.
Yeah.
If you love something, why do it for free? He got the tow truck kitted out. You need him, he don't need you. I ain't mad at it.
The thing is, her statement is just so confusing because
What you mean?
she says she don't have a man in her life. This is what happened when you don't have a man in my life.
Yeah.
And then she says she's going home without a tire and no food.
Yeah.
What the hell does that have to do with not having a man in your life?
If she had a man in her life, she would have got picked up already. Hey, baby, you need some food. I know you rough because you ain't got your vehicle.
Nah, I think it goes deeper than that. It's more like if she had a man in her life, the tire probably would have never fell off or whatever happened to the tire. She didn't go into detail, but I just don't think the two things even connect. But she expected some free stuff. Maybe some dude was supposed to send her some food, and maybe she wasn't supposed to leave the house. But the two and two don't go together. It's two separate. My car got a flat. So was the man supposed to come change the tire? Like, what is she? That's what I'm saying. What is she insinuating? Like, because even if the car lost the tire, what was the man gonna do? He still got to call a goddamn tow truck.
I mean, get the flat out the back, the spare.
Now, the only complaint I was like, oh, I needed a flat tire change, and he showed up with a flatbed. That would have been an argument or some shit. But what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying?
She had tears in her eyes. She going through it.
And she's crying for what? Like,
Nobody want to lose a vehicle.
nobody got in an accident. It was boom. I got a flat, or maybe her tire rolled off. It ran down the highway. They were chasing it. That would be a situation. But it seemed like she got a flat tire or something. She wasn't able to get the food that she left the house for. And now she's crying. Now, if you want to be smart, tow truck guy, you going to drop me off? Hell yeah, I'm going to drop you off. Nah, could we swing by so-and-so and pick up my food? Hell yeah, I'm cool with that. Most of them would do that. I've gotten stuck on the highway before. I had one time the state trooper bring me home, but that's a different situation. Was not good. I was living in Hartford at the time. But tow truck driver has offered me rides before to like, yo, you need a ride? Because listen, I got that 100-mile AAA. So it come with different perks, I guess. I don't know. But tow truck drivers all be like, yo, you need a ride? Be like, yeah, just drop me off here. And cool. But a lot of them is cool as hell. It was like, yo, you telling me a situation? Like, listen, I was finna go pick up some food. It's waiting for me. Do you mind? Hell yeah, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are like that. It's part of the job. But the way she was crying and breaking down, she was like, she was mad that the tow truck driver showed up happy. Bitch, your downfall is money for him. Understand how life works. Of course I'm happy. I got my first ride of the day. You know what I'm saying? Of course he's going to show up happy. He's doing something he loved doing. That's how he make money. He got the lights on there. He did look like he had a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? But instead of she holding on to that vibe, she over there crying. I wish I had a man. Bitch, the tow truck driver, he could be a man. Nah, he a tow truck driver. See, that's what it is. You always trying to punch down. That's how it is. But that's another story. Whatever.
Damn.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with the next one that kind of correlate to this one. Hold on, let me pull it up.
I want y'all to come and watch something with me.
Okay.
Please be prepared. Trigger warning, because I'm not going to be nice once I respond.
See this young lady pushing her car. I guess she had some sort of breakdown, mechanical issue, but she is literally pushing her car all by herself. Now, I'm thinking, with all these cars passing by, going about their way, you mean to tell me there aren't any men, any guys around who would get out and help this young lady? Like, come on, man. We gotta do better.
So I just want to make sure that I fully understand. You, a woman, are driving down the street and you see another woman, another Black woman, having car trouble, and she is pushing her car alone, and you decide to pull out your camera phone and record this woman struggling to push her car instead of getting your raggedy ass out of the car and helping her get that car into a safe place. Or since you have so much to say about how men ain't this and how ain't one man stopped, how about you put your hazards on, pull over to the side of the road, tell her, hey, I called my husband. I called my daddy, my brother. He's going to come and help you. But right now, stop pushing that car. Because no, why you didn't call the men in your life? Why didn't you get out of the car and use your feminine wiles to have a man stop? This is the stuff that I don't like. You will bash men, but then you also won't help. You will talk about how she's doing it all alone, but you didn't help. In my opinion, that makes you just as guilty as the men who didn't help. What are y'all thoughts? Because this is,
Respect that Black queen. Respect that Black queen.
Hercules. Did you see her glutes when she was pushing that car?
She got some power.
She does. Hey, you gotta take, once you get behind that wheel, you gotta take responsibility. She took responsibility. Now that woman probably had a man in her life. She knew exactly what to do. But yo, that lady said it all. I saw this video a while back when it came out, and I've had situations. I remember being in Tobago last year. Me and my cousins in the car, we're driving, we come around the corner, and this dude is spun out. This is in Tobago. We're in Tobago. He spun out and halfway down the ditch. We pulled over, jumped out the car. Yo, grab the wheel. We ain't even not grab the wheel, pushed him out. All right, bro. So, you know, it happens. Sometimes people just ain't got the time, but I've seen a lot of occasions where I even watched one today where a cop was helping somebody push a car, and the dude drove by and dropped off his bike and was like, yo, you need some help? Yeah. And helping pushing it out. And you know what's crazy? It was a white cop and a white guy pushing the car, and it was a black dude in the car. You know what I'm saying? So people help each other all the time. And yeah, why didn't you get out the goddamn car and help her? You know what I mean? 2 women help each other is not better than one. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that does tie into all that, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
That's tying to all that, you know. But
'Cause
I've helped people on multiple occasions where I've seen them. If I got the time, because sometimes you know what, you gotta say, yo, is this more important? Even though you're helping people, you still have to be conscious of what the hell you're doing in life, because you gotta always help yourself first. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, hey, this is my one duty for the week, and I'm gonna start it out on a Monday. Let's go. I'm gonna push. Make sure it's a neutral. Stay off the goddamn break, Bob. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this one, Brandon?
I understand where all parties are coming from, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I am more hesitant to help people nowadays, ever since that one African American man was unalived by the white man who was pulled over the side of the road having car troubles. He stopped. He was a former member of the military. He stopped to help the man. No words. Got unalived. So it's like we can't even help people out without losing our lives. So I'm more hesitant nowadays. I see somebody be like, damn, that's crazy. That's the best I can give you.
Well, I feel the same way too, yo. I'll be honest. I'm on Brandon's side. I feel that way. It's like I'm hesitant to help certain ladies and sure as hell certain guys. I got to kind of scope it out and kind of think before I think, but
yeah, well, that's the thing. You, like I said, I don't always help everyone, but you have to. Is this a good situation? You got to figure that out quick. Good. That don't look right. These things that you could tell. I don't always help everyone, but it's time to time when I do stop and say, all right, I think I should help this person. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be 50 this year. So I've learned in life the way to assess certain situations right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? So if you see the hood shit or certain things that cuckoo. All right, I'm a hey. If I see anybody up the road, but I got an interview coming up.
I'm different, dog. I'm different. Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
I was on the highway, right? And I'm driving, and this dude's like, hey, yo, help me. And I just pulled over. I didn't even think about it. Listen. I was like, I just pulled over, right? I reversed back on the highway, pull over to the side. Yo, all this time I'm acting ghetto as hell, right? I got my food in my hand. I got my drink. I think I was eating jerk chicken, yo. I was eating jerk chicken. I had my chicken in my hand, and the dude was like, "Yo, could you help me?" He had a BMW, and I was like, "Shit, how am I gonna get to charge his BMW because the BMW, the battery's in the back." If I knew, it's like I wasn't thinking because if I knew, I would have pulled in the front. So he was like, because I was thinking that's what I was thinking. Yo, home when I looked, he had his girl in the car and he had 3 kids. And the lady was like, "Yo, how the hell you get this dude to stop for you?" But that's what the wife was saying. I was like, "Yo," he was like, he needs some gas. I think he needed gas or something like that. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take you to the gas station to get some gas." You know what I'm saying? Because he had kids in the car. So I was like, "Yo, hop in." He's like, "Yo, something about you just slightly different." I'm like, "Yo," when I look, I see, and that was me trusting the situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I drove him to the gas station, get some gas, come back, park up, chill out. And you know what I'm saying? Because he had a family in the car. He put in his gas. His mechanic was Jamaican. He pulled up. Yo, homeboy gave me that. Be like, "Thank you, rude boy." So you got the jerk chicken there. I was like, yeah. And like once they was good, I drive off. It's like, yo, I'm like, he was trying to pay me. I was like, "No, I'm good, yo." I said, "Yo, my spirit felt this situation, and it was good with me." I was like, "Yo, I just drove off, yo." Even the lady said thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I had the same thing happen to me a few months ago during the winter. There was a snowstorm, and we had like one blizzard this year. I don't know if y'all remember that. I worked that day until like 3:00. The company closed. it was like 15 inches of snow fell in like the first, I want to say, few hours. So I'm on the highway coming down 84, and I'm getting off my exit here on Route 2. And as I'm getting off the exit, I see a car just blinking on the side. So something just told me to pull over, because I always got my shovel and stuff in the back, because I go to do my mom's house sometimes. So I go to shovel her out, whatever, just in case. I always keep it. And some just told me to pull over. So I pulled over, and he slid off the road. And as soon as he slid off, 3 minutes later, 3 plow trucks passed and plowed him in. Like literally. And he was stuck literally on the exit, and he couldn't get out because he had a car. So I come out, and I was like, yo, is your car started? Do you need gas or something? He goes, nah. So he told me what happened. I was like, yo, I got you. I got a shovel in the back. So I started shoveling him out, right? Then I'm running in the clothes and stuff. He tried putting clothes down to catch the wheel, but it wasn't catching that whatever he had in the car. And then he opened the door. His girl was in the car. The kids, everybody was in the car. And I was like, damn, because he had on tents, so I couldn't even see in the car. Dug him out. Coming to find out this dude's a mechanic. Yeah, he was like, yo, if you need anything, yo, hit me up. I got his number. Jamaican dude too. But yeah, you kind of have a feeling sometime. You ain't gonna help everybody. Yeah, I can't save everybody. Remember that. But there's times when your spirit just say, hey, this is your one deed for the day. This is your one deed for the week. You know what I'm saying? When you hear that calling, you're gonna understand. And you always approach it in a different situation too.
Yeah, different. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yo, I feel like I know you for 10 years.
Exactly.
Because you feel like.
Yeah, that's exactly, because when I was helping the dudes, like, yo, man, you just laid back cool as hell. Yo, you ain't even miss a bite on your chicken. Yo, I'm just there talking like, yeah.
Like, bro, I'm
like,
hungry.
what you gotta do? I'm eating my food and like, yo, what you gotta do? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that comes from our culture too, because like I said, when I was in Tobago, the same thing. And we literally came around the corner, dude had just spun out. We ain't never seen a dude in our life before. We ain't know who he was. It was like, bro, we got you. We just got out, pushed him out the ditch. He was like, yo, thanks. You was like, don't worry about it, man. You good. I'm sure we're gonna run into you at some point again. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the island culture is. You know what I'm saying? There's too much bad shit going on to just always be angry.
Exactly.
Like, you know, it'd be pissing me off. And I don't really want to go off topic, but when you watch these MFers on these cruise ship fights and stuff, they be getting off the cruise. And they be going at it like I'm like, yo, why are y'all showing up on vacation so angry, yo? Why are your cruise done and you still so angry? Like, obviously you went on the wrong vacation and that vacation did not do what it was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that would be bothering me. I'd be like, yo, why are these niggas so mad? And they are ninjas, man, because that's what they are. Making it worse for regular black people.
Definitely. Because that's all they know.
Huh?
It be like that.
He's like, yeah, I'd be still trying to figure out, like, yo, y'all cats ain't never seen each other before. I just want to eat each other neck off. Just like, yo, you about to get kicked off this $1,500, $2,500 trip you just paid on because you want to be ignorant? Come on, man.
So as you said, ignorant. I was gonna say, as you say, ignorant, right? This is the video. Here we go. Let's roll into this one. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Ignorant shit. Let's do it.
Ignorant shit. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all.
I don't even know what I am to her. I pull up because I feel like I'm the only. This one right here got a whole nother. That white car right there.
No, don't call it out.
Right there.
No, don't call it out.
Yes, a whole nother. Y'all know what the crazy part is. She talking about what? I'm talking y'all. This nigga, she said. Pregnant.
Oh, you just gonna tell how big?
He got a baby mama that's pregnant. Like, I'm Peter. Like, If you gonna fuck the nigga, why you got him at the house? Why would you do that? Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta tell the nigga? Why you ain't got it to a point where why you ain't got it to a baby on the way? So this ain't gonna be a baby on the way. That's what I'm saying. Bitches is birthday. We can't be at my house. You gotta get a robe if you want to fuck. You gotta get a robe if you want to fuck. I pull up. Finna pop up. Get her this last $100 on rent. She got a whole here that was here last night. What the fuck? Beat her ass. Beat her ass. Beat her ass. This the bitch right here. This her. Okay.
Thoughts on this one.
I strive to be that cool, that calm, that nonchalant. He hurt, but it's just like, it's all in the game.
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah. You misread that one, G. You misread that one.
I couldn't really hear everything too clear.
It was doubling,
but it was doubling. But from what I'm getting, she's pregnant, right?
Nah, dude got a pregnant baby mama, but he messing with her.
Okay, so the girl that's there. No, so the girl. Let me explain. The girl that's there in the video, she has a nigga in the house
with the white car.
The white car, and he has a baby mama with a kid on the way.
Okay.
Yes.
So he spent the night at her house, and he came across to hit it, but the dude spent the night there. You know what I'm saying?
That's playing with fire, my G.
He all right with it.
Huh?
He seems to be okay with it in his own way.
Be the side piece. That is the side chick.
Yeah.
Like he said to her face, I don't know what I am to her.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You ain't gonna say that to no chick in front of the face if you ain't, you know what I'm saying, committed to her. You know what I'm saying? You like number 3 on the roster. You know what I'm saying? And they know they're fine with it. They know what position they play. You ain't number 1. You like 2, 3, probably 4. You know what I'm saying? They know. You know what I'm saying? So
they know.
So that's why she could afford to tell him the story of the dude in the house. It's to even it out. I know you got a chick. I got a nigga inside. And that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? But a nigga, it's like she telling him the business. So that's all it is. He ain't fine with it. Yeah, it ain't his girl. It's not his girl. What you got to say, Brandon?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, I can agree with that as well. But, you know.
Well, if that was his girl, you don't think he would have lost his shit?
He did grab her hair then.
Grab her. No, they were playing around.
That was playing?
Yeah. Because what was the echo? I heard somebody said grab her or something. Somebody said something.
No, that was probably my mic. I should have muted my mic.
Yeah, somebody. It was. Hey, Russian roulette. That's what that is. Let's revisit that couple right there. Those people involved. Let's revisit that in 2 years.
They're gonna go their separate ways by then.
No, she gonna be pregnant by then.
Yeah, she gonna be pregnant.
Hey, that's a Maury show.
Probably ain't gonna know whose it is.
Exactly. Makes for good ratings.
Yeah, let's bump that video back.
So this is one I wanted to play, right? You know what? I'm gonna go to this one, then come back to that one. Let's go to this one. This one's in the headlines right now.
This morning, the desperate search for answers in Mississippi after the death of 18-year-old Nolan Wells. Authorities recovering a body believed to be...
Hey, check the mic again.
Investigators and volunteers from the Cajun Navy spent the weekend urgently searching for Wells after he vanished from Horn Island on July 4th.
Nolan Wells was on a boat. Nolan Wells was on a private dock area in the Ocean Springs area and proceeded with his friends to Horn Island.
Wells was visiting the Barrier Island, 10 miles from the Gulf Coast, boating with friends, last seen about 3 p.m. Saturday.
They left and went back without Nolan. From what we understand, he chose to stay there.
Later that night, when he didn't return home, his mother reporting him missing to police, then quickly taking to social media, posting pictures of the teen, pleading for help finding him. The heartbreaking discovery made about 8:45 Monday morning when authorities say the Mississippi Community College wide receiver's suspected body was found in the water just off the shore. His mother writing, "His father, our family, friends, and I are absolutely devastated," describing Wells as a sweet son who was always willing to cheer and uplift others. Now, investigators say they suspect he drowned, but they're still interviewing friends who were with him as they work to pinpoint what exactly happened.
That's why we're still asking for information if anybody has anything, any knowledge.
And that information, the sheriff says, will help them paint a better picture of what happened to Nolan in the moments before his death. A toxicology report from the coroner's office is still pending. Guys?
Yeah, sad situation.
We are definitely thinking of Nolan's family and just hoping that they'll get the answers that they desperately are searching for. Alex, thank you for being on this for us.
So what do you guys think about that one?
Couldn't be me.
Yeah. Listen, you know, we've been on the whole time. I never even checked the comments out till now, but we got some interesting stuff going on in the comments. I like that. That's nice.
Yeah, man.
But I saw this came out when I saw this came out. Was it yesterday?
Yes,
This happened 4th of July, right? Yeah, when this came out, I know there's a lot of racial concern going on because there is the photo with him and his buddies on the boat that went out there together. So I don't know what happened. A lot of people trying to find out what's happening. Autopsy is going to tell a lot. Whether he has bruises on him from struggling, asphyxiation, did he drown, stuff like that. And I'm hoping and I'm praying that's not fabricated. I hope the real report comes out, you know what I'm saying? Because we all know how it could get in places like Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully it's not that. Me being from the West Indies, me always being on a boat. My father had a boat, my grandfather had a boat, my uncles. I come up from a fishing village. We could all be here chilling in the water and one of us could go down at any time and nobody even knows about it. That's just how it is sometimes, being in the water, being safe, understanding riptides and currents and things like that. You could get sucked in here, be on the water for 30 seconds, and you're 3 miles out in the ocean. It moves that fast. So I'm not going to blame anyone. I hope foul play didn't have anything to do with this because it's going to start some shit if it did. I'm just being honest. Especially in Mississippi, they just waiting for a reason. There's a bunch of dudes out there just like how we talked about these ninjas want to fight each other just because they see each other. Like there's the dude sitting out there waiting for them to find out this was some racial stuff. So I hope it ain't, but it's definitely a bad situation. The kid was in high school, seemed like an upcoming guy, played football. He was a wide receiver. I'm sure he had a great life promised ahead of him. Of course, there's a lot of questions, you know, because it seemed like he was the only at that gathering, you know what I mean? So he kind of went into the belly of the beast. I'm just being honest. I've been there. I've hung out with all on particular, 100, 200 of them. Probably see 1 or 2. But I was okay with it, you know. Yeah, I've been there. And he has a few that gonna say some things to you, and they're gonna test you, and that's how it is. But like I said, I really hope that's what it was, because I think it's gonna stain this country more because there's gonna be some violence. Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's definitely a sad situation, man. Because nobody wants to see their kid not come home.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm just hoping, because from what I remember hearing, because all day I've been seeing different things, the friends returned his cell phone. I don't know if it's because when they got in the water, these were things that was left out the water. Was it on his person and they took it from him? I mean, I don't know. But I just hope the friends don't have anything to do with it, because that would even be worse. But all we know is they left together and one didn't return.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's where the saying where my mom or my grandparents used to always say, friends could carry, but they can't bring you back. That applies for life in all areas, yo. That's a metaphor that you don't understand. It's like, yeah, you could go with friends to do something and it's a robbery and you don't even know. Your ass ain't coming back. You're not coming back. But Pete, when you was talking earlier about the rip ties and shit like that, I think I told that story before. I almost drowned like that. I was standing on the beach.
I remember.
Next thing I know, I was out in the sea, bro. Current pulling my ass away, and I could swim. I was treading water. I was out there just threading water, but I already knew because they told us, hey, if you're getting taken away by the current, don't fight it. Just let the current take you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know, you be there. Nah, I was just there chilling. I was just threading water, and that shit was, the current was just pulling me, yo. You could see the current pulling me. Uncle, Andel, he was going home. He would just happen to walk past, and he see me, and he's like, he came and got me. I was floating out in the sea, but I was just calm. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, we came up in the ocean. I learned to swim when I was 3-4 years old. They threw my ass in. My father had a boat.
We all got that trial by fire.
Yeah, they get you that fear, and the fear is drowning. And once you realize what the fear is, and you start learning, you balance the two. You know, because even if you're a great swimmer, you should always fear the water, the ocean. You should always fear it because it's very powerful. You know, a tsunami is 800-900 miles an hour of water coming at you, and you ain't that strong. Trust me. But yeah, riptide. I mean, one of my godfathers. I had 2 godfathers. One of them died when I was like 9 years old, something like that. But he was one of the best swimmers in our village. And they went out to christen a boat on another part of the island, and they were like on these coral reefs. And the guy was just christening his brand new boat he had got. It was a glass bottom boat. So when you go out to the reefs, you get in the boat and you can look through the bottom and see all the coral reefs beneath. So everybody got back on the boat. He was snorkeling. He went under the boat and waved to everybody under the boat because you could see him. So he was with the fishes, was waving, and was laughing, and they never saw him after that. The reef was maybe 3 feet deep, if that high. It was, it could stand up to your knees. It was, but it's out in the ocean, 2-3 miles out. That's how a lot of these reefs are. And till this day, they never found his body. And I'm pretty sure he got hit by a current or something that just sucked him somewhere, because there was no like a shark or anything around, so they know he didn't die like that, but they never found him. So yeah, it doesn't matter how good of a swimmer you are, you get hit with these currents, man, you're done. And the one thing too, sorry to cut you off, I don't know if he was a good swimmer or if he even knew to swim. That's the one thing I didn't look into, because that also plays a part. There's a lot of people who would jump in the water for fun and don't remember they knew how to goddamn swim, because if everybody around know how to swim, they're not going to be really checking for you. People having fun, and all of a sudden, like, where's Brandon? Did you see Brandon? No, I didn't see Brandon. We all jumped in together. And then Brandon Bombs is like, bro, Brandon know how to swim.
It's funny you mentioned all that. First thing, my mother-in-law, her older brother, trying to teach her how to swim, threw her in the water. It went the opposite way for her. She refused to get in the water, traumatized. But it's literally sink or swim, and she didn't learn how to swim, so she still don't know how in her big age. And then you mentioned riptides. I think about Malcolm Jamal Warner. That's exactly how he went out.
Yeah,
swimmer, but unfortunately got taken by
and
that.
His ship was down there in the Caribbean too. But I mean, I'm not saying riptides aren't everywhere.
Oh yeah,
but in the Caribbean, where those waters are, like for instance, there's stuff going on in Venezuela right now. There are these plates all throughout that part of the Caribbean And when that stuff moves, the water and all that circulation's going on within those places makes it very, very dangerous, man. Very dangerous. So when you go to these Caribbean places in the Caribbean, because I think he was on the Caribbean side of Costa Rica as well.
Yeah.
Because it has a Pacific side and it has a Caribbean side. And yeah, I've been to Costa Rica, and there's some parts there where the rip tides at the beaches, and the signs are up. It tells you, because surfers will go out there and it will tell you rip tides are horrible. So listen, it doesn't matter how good of a swimmer you are, man. You got to respect that water. So your mama don't know how to swim, but she respects the water. And you know what will never kill her? That water. So yeah, that's true. Yeah, even like last summer, I think it was last summer, the summer before, my sister had a situation where she was with her husband's family and they rented an Airbnb. Thing got pool, everything, right? So she's over at the grill grabbing some food and she see a kid doing one of these. So she's like, and then like 3 grown-ups showed up and was like, go to the side. Go to the side. You know what I'm saying? So she had to run and jump in to save the kid because none of them could swim. Why would you rent a house with a pool where nobody could swim? Or at least make sure the pool is where it's not too deep.
Yeah, the low side.
You know what I'm saying? They couldn't swim. So she had to literally jump in. So the first thing I said to her, I was like, what did you do when you jumped in? Because I mean, I'm trained for that stuff. I didn't become a lifeguard, but I got the train. I was a swimmer for a while. And she goes, oh, he tried to drown me too. Yeah, the first thing, sometimes you got to hit him in the face. Like, they would literally grab you and pull you down. You got to get their attention to stop panicking. So you got to kind of like stun them, like, hey, stop. And when they stop, it's just, stop. I got you. Just hold on. Yeah, but yeah, nobody know how to swim, but they rented a goddamn house with a pool.
Damn.
Not even the parents. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, it's easier to drown in the pool than the ocean. The pool water is dead. It's stagnant. It doesn't move. In the ocean, it's going to move. It's going to take much harder for you to drown in the ocean. And the reason why the situation happened with Malcolm Jamal Warner is just like what 12 said earlier. Once you learn what a riptide is, you're going to let it take you. And at the end of that, your fight begins. But if you start fighting it before you get to the end of that, when you get to the end of that, you ain't got nothing left. So it's over. So make sure y'all go to swimming classes, people. Learn how to swim. It may save your life, or you might be able to save someone's life. That's why I did CPR. And you know what? I was able to save somebody's life a few years ago, and I feel good about that.
Nice. Anything you want to add to that, Brandon?
Nah, I support that 100%. People go down to the YMCA, go wherever you can to learn. It's bad enough it's a stereotype for many, many black people that we don't know how to swim. Beat the stereotype.
So one good thing I want to say that a lot of minorities don't know, if you in the New Britain area, or I don't want to say New Britain, I know in the Connecticut area, so the YMCA do give free lessons if you live in certain what's the best word? Under impoverished neighborhood or something like that. Because this is it, right? The house across town, they got it listed in a certain zone where if you live over there, the swimming classes are free. If you over here, you got to pay 120.
But yo, ain't the Y closer to you?
Yeah, the Y closer to me. But I was tempted to use my other address.
Yo, that is so messed up, yo, because the Y down the street from you, but if you live across town, it's free.
Yep,
that's crazy.
So, and that's what it was. It was if you live in a certain zip code, the Y is free. They give free swimming lessons every Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Every Saturday. So I was like, damn, we should just use the address.
That was one thing I did. I taught my kids how to swim when they was very young. when they were like 3, 4 years old. Plus, I was a swimmer. I was on the swim team. Weaver Beavers went to state twice for swimming. I got there in relays, you know what I mean? But I still participated. I could say I went to, you know, and I learned to swim at a young age too. And I taught them, or my cousins, we always try to make sure to learn how to swim because, yo, I can't say how many times kids get invited to different things and you never know when water's involved. And when your kid don't know how to swim, the curiosity becomes dangerous.
Yeah.
Very dangerous. So teach our kids how to swim early. Make sure they go to classes. There's people out there that will do it for free sometimes.
And not even that too. You got to get in the pool and swim as an adult. Yo, I haven't swum in years.
But you don't forget though.
You don't forget, but your body get out of shape though.
Yeah. That water cardio is different from street cardio.
Exactly. So if you ain't doing it in a while, you can't go back to the level you were because I used to thread water for hours, as a little kid, just out there now might do about 2-3 minutes. Like, we gotta go.
Listen, for me, I don't swim as much as because I used to spend so much time in the pool, like practicing, like 4 hours a day in the pool practicing after school. So my hands used to be pruny, and then we had those big paddles to paddle you. So, you get stronger. So after doing swimming for so long, it's like you don't really enjoy being in the pool anymore. You just get in there and chill, play some basketball. But back in the day, but you know what, too? Even back home, when we got in the water, we did fun things.
Yeah.
Race to the boat. You know what I'm saying? And those were things where you wanted to learn how to swim. You know what I mean? Like playing on the beach as a kid, not knowing how to swim is torture.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why you learned it. By 4 years old, everybody know how to swim at 4.
True. Hold that right there. Hold it right there, right? So this next video leads into exactly what we're talking about. All right. Mm-hmm. So let me run this one. Here we go.
Let's get going again. We got this.
How dare you call it cool, Daddy? A lot of people have coffee that have to ride in it.
Yeah, they're probably jumping.
What did you say that word?
We said that word, Justin. I'm glad you can hear that from a mile away.
It's like, ah!
No, that was imagine if the thing was freaking
water.
Wait,
you can swim down wherever you fucking retard. Bro, how am I gonna get you back home? You don't think Mama Marquise is gonna be worried? Yeah, your mom. My mom's name. My dad. Your mom is always worried about you. My dad's in prison. I think that's why. Your dad's in prison. We know. We can tell just by looking at you. Bro, we get you can't swim. Bro, just go get a kayak. Have a fucking life jacket on, Marquise.
I'll just wait.
Bro, you have a life jacket.
No, I'm black. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna save me.
Oh, yes, it does.
Bro, I'll just find a way. Hey. Yeah, they think I'm about to go down, but I can't.
Bro, you have a life jacket.
I'm gonna die.
Standing right
Hold
now.
on.
You have to go.
I'm just trying to get over there.
We taught him how to swim.
Oh, so I can just like hold on to the back of the
And here if you want.
Yeah, I might drown.
You won't drown.
You won't drown. You're not gonna drown. I promise you won't drown.
There you go.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Huh?
Hey. What's your name?
My name is Marquise. But everybody calls me LeVar because I go to Denellen.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was okay getting over here. They think I'm about to swim back. I can't even swim.
Good job right now.
Talk around 4 minutes. And it's my first time here.
Oh, first time? Well, welcome.
Yeah.
How'd you get over here?
Oh, they made me take that way over there, and they had 2 life jackets. I'm never coming back with y'all.
We told you if you're coming, we had a life jacket.
A life jacket.
Oh
This ain't even for a big kid. This for a little kid.
my God.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'll never come back with y'all.
I don't know what to say.
So, what do you got to say about that one?
Respect to that kid for setting his boundaries with these people. I'm never coming back with y'all. Absolutely. They're not your friends.
Nah. Yeah, that's not his friends at all.
Hey, they gave him a life jacket.
What good is a life jacket if you can't swim?
It's gonna make you float.
You struggling while you float.
Can't swim.
Yeah, but he's just gonna float. It's like using a floaty.
You already know
At
it's
least
embarrassing in front of all them
they ain't
people.
let him get in the water without a damn life jacket.
CYA.
Yo, why the hell are you going to the goddamn lake if you know you can't goddamn swim? I got a life jacket you could use. Here it is. It's for a kid, but if you could fit your fat ass in it, put it on. He did. You think he ain't know he couldn't swim before he went down there? You don't think that boy didn't know that?
He did.
That
but
wasn't his right situation?
kids are dumb. They got to go through it. To
Right.
learn.
So don't complain now when you did by yourself and we out here swimming
Hindsight
like Michael
is
Phelps.
2020.
And what was the Little Mermaid's name?
Ariel.
Swimming like Ariel and Michael Phelps. And you're mad because you're stuck over there in your life jacket. He got what did you expect? That we was gonna hold your hand the whole time? Come on. Like, what are we talking about? He didn't go to the Y. He didn't learn how to swim.
That's on his parents.
No, it's on him.
How it's
Yeah,
on
he
him?
said that. He said that he didn't know how to swim.
Yeah, he knew he ain't know how to swim.
If his parentals
So,
had put him in the
yo,
classes early,
listen.
it wouldn't be an issue.
Listen, they gave him a life jacket because they knew he didn't know how to swim. That's the first part of the safety trip that they figured out. Bruh, if you get in the water, you're not going to drown. You might not be able to keep up with us. You're going to float. You know what I'm saying? That's what a life jacket is. It's a floater. It's a floaty. That's what it is. As long as it's tight, it's going to keep him locked in. He ain't going to slip out and fall.
Yo, all of that bullshit, that ain't his friends. If you with your boy and somebody can't do something, guess what? Go first. We're going to do this. When you done, we going to help you get across there. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about nothing. I'm going to grab this side. Just don't worry. Don't pull me down. I'm going to beat your ass if you try to pull me under. We going to make it across. Yo, trust me. Your friends don't leave you behind and call you retarded. No. Yo, we going to cross because guess what? One, as your best friend, if we got to do 2 or 3 trips, let's let him go first. Let's make sure he get across first.
They got bad leadership over there, of course.
But trust me, we ain't doing that because it's like this. The time is like this. You ain't good at swimming, but when we go to the ghetto and people start to pick on your ass, guess what you gonna want me? You gonna want me to fight for you.
That's different.
Yep.
That's different.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that's the last time they hang out.
Hell yeah. All right, that ain't my friends.
That's
after
what
that,
happens when you're
Lobo.
desperate to find somebody that wants to play with you. It's a cold world out there. Big up to
All
J.
right.
Cole.
Yep. Let's switch on this one right here. So
Switch
I got something good for y'all. Here we go.
Switch it real good.
You just found out that girl was pregnant. You talking about you don't want to take care of your kids. You got to get out there.
Right.
I'm not
You
about
gotta
to be
get out.
doing that, taking care of no kids. I'm not ready for that.
So you gotta get out of my house. I'm
You
not
ain't gonna
raising no
help me.
kid. You think,
You
okay,
got
well
no
that's
money?
your fault. What I'm helping you for? If you went out to have the kid, what I'm helping you
I
for?
don't even know that girl like that.
Okay then, so then you should have kept your thing in your pants. Should have wrapped it up or something. This girl coming to my
She
door with
lying.
pregnancy test.
She lying. She
Okay,
lying
oh,
because I don't want to be with her no
she
more.
lying.
She lying. You
She
know?
lying, but as soon as you talked about a paternity test, she was ready to give you one.
Bro.
She showed me the dates and all.
Ain't nobody make me do
I done
nothing
had
that I don't
7
wanna
kids.
do.
I had 7
Can't make
kids.
me do
I'm not.
nothing that I don't wanna do.
I can
That's it,
pig the
that's
due
all.
date. I
That's
can
it, that's
pig the
all.
date that y'all made that baby.
You know how old I am? You know how old I am?
That's your fault. That's your fault. Then you should have thought about that.
Yeah, I know, baby.
You
was
should have
real
thought about
young,
that.
and you riding with that girl?
I'm not riding with nobody. But what I'm saying is, you can't stay in this house if you think that you're gonna be out here getting girls pregnant and not taking care of the baby. I ain't saying you gotta be with the girl.
Bro,
I ain't
all
saying
that
you
was-
gotta deal with the
that
girl.
was on
But you got.
accident.
Oh well. So what you gonna do after she
Accident.
keeping it? You're gonna have a
I
child
don't
with you.
know.
Then you gotta get out.
I don't
Get
know.
I agree with the mother. I agree with the mother. That's deadbeat, early stage deadbeat right there. Early stage deadbeat. Because if he's 16 and he's doing that, early stage deadbeat prospect. You know what I'm saying? And the mother, right? I like the way how mother stood on business. She said, "You don't gotta be with her. Yo." Growing up in the islands, I see West Indian dudes, yeah, they just sprinkle their seed and keep that shit moving. They don't care. They just, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. It's crazy, yo. It's like, I don't understand how could you know you sleep with someone and not want to take care of the baby? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think in this situation, age has a lot to do with it. Kid is 16.
It don't
And
got nothing to do with it. It's
It
you
does.
father the child.
It does. Because here's the thing, right? There's that little clip has so many different like layers. She got 7 kids. Where's daddy at? Where's his father at? Is it one father that did the 7? You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at how did he grow up? Did he grow up not being around the father? A father that disowned him is now passing it on, so he's doing what his dad done did. So you got to look at that, you know. And obviously, she's trying to make a change because she knows as a woman how hard is it to raise a child by himself, much less a man disowning his baby when he knows they made it together. We don't know. She could be out there like one of these, the chick. This could be the dude in the house of the white car. You know what I'm saying? That could be him. You know, he could be the one, and you never know. She could have a couple of people on the roster, but at least the mom said she could ping the dates when they were together. So the mom knows for a fact, like, yo, I know y'all was hanging out on these days. You know what I mean? So the mom is right, of course, but how did we get to this point? You know what I mean? So I think you got to look at that. I think it's the way he was raised, because is fatherhood a natural thing?
Yeah.
No matter the age? Is it always like because sometimes you see older kids helping younger kids even if they don't know each other. You know what I mean? Like they may be in camp, they may be here. So it is a natural thing as a father to raise your child no matter what age you are. Because see, I couldn't think of being a father at 16. I couldn't think of it at 18. I didn't become a father till I was in my 20s, mid-20s. You know what I'm saying? So for a 16-year-old, that is scary as hell. You know what I mean? Like, because he knows now I gotta make bottles, and you know, he's finally getting to his head like, hey, you know, obviously he didn't take it serious. You know, she was like, yo, you should have wrapped it up. You know, mama, did you teach him about the birds and the bees? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this stuff go on where these kids, do they still have health class in school?
Nope.
Not like how we had it.
Like to teach about
Nope. They got fucking gender studies though.
Gender studies?
How you
Listen,
feel
and that
and what you
explains it
feel
because like how many parents talk to their kids about that stuff?
I
You know
hope
what I'm
all of
saying?
them. You
A
got
lot
to
of
get them
parents,
ready.
y'all really need to start talking because a lot of this stuff could be prevented. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, y'all know y'all daughters out there, hit them with a G-Pack. You know what I mean? Put them on birth control.
Let me tell you.
People may say, yo, that's a bad thing, but you know what? It's gonna protect the kid. Kid gonna be sneaking shit. You don't know what your kid is doing. Nobody knows. You know, people are their own, they could do whatever. You could teach a kid to be good all the time, and sometimes accidents happen. You never know. You know, it's not a bad thing, it's not mental, but it will protect a lot of these accidents. You know, these high school relationships that you think you're gonna marry them and live your life. Oh, I love him, and then boom, you get pregnant, and I don't want to. Oh, that ain't my kid. Yes, we were together. No, so everybody gotta protect themselves, including females. I got a daughter. You gotta protect yourself too, because these ninjas out here don't care about you. They just want us and leave. You gotta say, Brandon.
I mean, I'm all about controversy, but I can't be counter to this. You know, the mom is right. At the end of the day, he was doing all that. He talking about, oh, y'all can't make me do nothing I don't want to do. That's this generation. No accountability, no
And the
responsibility.
fact, I like the fact that she says, hey, if you're not gonna take care of your kid, you can't stay here.
Exactly.
It's time for you to become a man.
Respect.
And I hope she stand on business and put him out. But I'm still wondering, where is dad? Because if dad's not even involved, it explains why this is going on. Because dad probably abandoned his ass too. And that's just life repeating itself.
But the cycle got to break somewhere.
It ain't gonna break with him. It's got to be down to the kid now. Because I'm pretty sure he gonna be a deadbeat. I mean, I'm hoping that when the kid comes and he may change it, he may feel differently. But
he got his mind made up.
Yeah, it seems so. He's like, yo, because she's literally having a sit down. Now, if I'm gonna have a sit down with my kid, wouldn't the dad be involved? You know what I'm saying? Or the grandfather or somebody be like, yo, talk to this dude. You know what I mean? At least that's how I take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing in the cavalry. We finna have a real intervention. I don't give a fuck how mad you get. We're gonna invent. We're gonna tell you how we feel, and you're gonna take that and do what you want to do with it.
I agree with that.
But it's a lot of people to blame. It's a lot of people to blame.
All right, we're gonna transition. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. Let's change the pace a little bit.
Bust it.
I feel like a lot of black girls don't like saying this out loud, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Like, black men are just really not it. Unless the black man like grew up with money, middle class or above, like they're just not it. I'm so sorry. First of all, black men are like highly undereducated compared to black women in this country. Secondly, they have some sort of self-hatred thing going on that I literally have like no time to figure out. And thirdly, I don't know, like the first guy, I just get treated so much better by like Asian and white men. Black men, like, unless they have money, the only bad experiences I've had with black men are the ones who don't have any money. I don't know, this has just been my personal experience in life. We do have to like remember that everyone's experience in life is going to be different, but me personally, girl, I don't know, like okay, so I was talking to a guy and I told him, he like asked me what my most memorable date was, and I told him like, oh, like the most memorable date I've been on was when the guy called me a Uber there. He showed up with a bouquet of roses, and he had a purse for me, and then he Ubered me back home after the date. If I were to tell like a black man that, who like, I don't know, came from like poverty, he would have been like, or like, I don't know, yeah, just came from whatever, he would have been like, he did all that for you? What? Why would someone do like the way I just know the way a black man would have responded would have been like so sassy, and like, because I guess they never saw anyone do that for their mothers. I don't know, like I don't know what the issue is, I don't know, but that would have been the response. Versus like when I told that to a white man, his response was, that's classy. You know what I mean? Because it is classy. And I know this is a lot of other black women's reality too. Like, we see how black women are like in large numbers not marrying black men anymore. They're marrying Indian men, they're marrying Hispanic men, they're marrying Asian men, and they're marrying white men in large numbers. Like, this is happening very frequently. And it's just like, as quiet as it's kept, like I know no one wants to say it out loud, but there's a big reason for this. You know what I mean? Like this is not happening for no reason. Like black men are literally doing something wrong. Like they're fucking up somewhere.
Go ahead, Brandon.
That was a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
Go ahead.
I think we in the black delegation, we don't even want her. All right. It's not that we doing something wrong. It's just you expect and want way too much. If you want them other races to provide for you, and that's what they've been doing, move on along. There's plenty of black men who want black love or whatever it is that may be, but I don't think we want you, lady. You're problematic. You talk too much, you complain too much, and you're not presenting any solutions, only more problems. So, no thank you.
To me, I think that, how to put it, because I also got to understand is the way how we perceive certain people, the way they talk and all of that. We, you know, if they too proper, we kind of consider them other. But the way how she spoke about black men was always degrading. So she didn't have any good person that was black to say, oh, this person was good. Because the way how she talked about every black man, oh, it was like, oh, they poor or sassy. It's like this age that we're in, you know, it's like when they're talking about a black man, it's sassy or some kind of derogatory term that to put the man down. You get what I'm trying to say? So I do see that with certain people that wasn't really raised in the community. They are black, but they how they call it, black adjacent or some shit like that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like they won't mix. You know what I'm saying? They really won't mix. So and sometimes they feel they're not black. They some of them don't feel that they're black. You know what I'm saying? They are black, but they don't feel like they are black. They feel like they're other.
This video, I think, is for content. I think that's what it was made for, because it was just too directed towards black men, right?
That's all. P, I know girls like that, yo.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, hear me out. Hear me out. Why do you care what black men are doing if you're having so much fun with the whites and the Asians? Why aren't you making content about, I'm having a great time with the Asians? Because it's not good content. You know what's good content? Bashing black men. When I hear this shit, all the stuff she's talking about there, like she only likes black men. The ones she likes and gets along with are the ones that Uber her to the restaurant, pay the bill, Uber her back home, and on the way have time to get a bouquet of flowers for her in whatever she likes. But anytime it's free stuff that you're getting, these are amazing black people. But when they be like, nah, this shit ain't gonna happen. Those are the scummest of the scummest black pheasants I've ever seen. And when I'm listening to her, I think she's making this stuff because it's triggering. It's good content. You know, why aren't you staying over there with the whites and the Asians that's treating you good? You know, but making a video like this gonna trigger a lot of black people that's gonna be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know her, but ma'am, lady, what you're basically calling yourself is a modern day garden tool, you know, the little hole that they use in the garden, because everything you're describing here is what they get. You're getting paid. I'm paying you to go out with you. You can't even be responsible to show up to a date. I gotta pay you to come to the date. Like, that's basically what she's talking about. She hate black men, so she got daddy issues right off the bat. Where your daddy at? Daddy was probably her 10 years after, what's his name there? That was just talking to his mama at 16. This is 28 years down the road, and this is what the abandonment does to a baby that grew up with no daddy. This is what happens. This is what happens. Daddy issues. You know what I'm saying? Because yo, she ain't had nothing to say about no black man. And if she ain't got no strong uncle in her life. She probably ain't got no daddy, no nothing. You ain't got no black man in your life that you say, oh yeah, I look up to him. So something has failed her. She could be adopted. I don't know. But she's out here to slay black men. She's gonna do whatever she can to tear him down. For all you know, she probably got 3 black dudes at home banging it down. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know. I think it's just for content, personally.
Yeah, ain't nothing to come after that, man. Ain't nothing come after that.
Why she ain't making Asian videos of how it's so beautiful over here? You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because she still got to return for that black dick. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Little Asian guy can't say it, young. You know what I'm saying? She still got to come back for that hee-haw. Yeah,
You want that yum sauce?
Yum
Hey,
sauce.
yo.
Yes. Yum sauce, for real.
Y'all about to ruin that for me, dog. Oh,
Hey,
Lord.
you always
I
gotta
can put
return-
that on anything, but look, pause, man.
Bruh, you always got to return to sender. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so we gonna land it there. Let's land it there. Let's close out there. I think some of the videos tonight were good.
Yeah. I think we had a good flow tonight.
Yeah, we had a good flow. The videos work. See how the videos came out though. The videos were on point. The app working. It's working. It's doing its thing. Took out some of the profanities and stuff like that. So, all right. Who wants to start with the closing? I can start. So, want to say so tonight we hit 50 episodes, staying consistent. Thank you guys for tuning in here Tuesdays and Thursday late night live. If you want to join the panel, definitely hit us up. We're trying to get back to a full panel. I think we want to get like 8. You know, we're also looking for some ladies to fill out the panel so we can have more diverse discussion. So it's not like it's not an echo chamber, but we want to hear some diverse thing. If you'd like to join us, hit us up. It's in the bio. I ain't put up the QR code, but other than that, we hit a milestone, 50 episodes, you know. Thank you guys. But you know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. We got more to come.
Let me get it. Ladies and gentlemen, 50 episodes, 12P. It has been an honor and a privilege to hold down this forum, have these discussions with you guys. And yes, I'm looking forward to when the panel is back up to where we want it to be. I look forward to debating, discussing, and just having a good old time at Late Night Live. So please, people, join us. Tune in Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 p.m., 9-ish. I do want to say, you know, no matter what the conversations and the topics have been, condolences to those that passed. That young man who lost his life on that little island. I do want to know what happened, whether it was, you know, misadventure or foul play. Things could happen, you know, where he maybe he did want to get left on that island and he just wasn't able to swim. More nefarious things happened. Unfortunately, this world that we live in, we can't rule out either one until people do their investigation. So I would like to know either way, but ladies and gentlemen of all race, creeds, and colors, I do encourage y'all, learn how to swim. It is never too late. Not to mention, swim is one of the most fun things ever, man. Whether I'm on a cruise, whether I'm at the beach, whether I'm on an island, I love hitting that water. And don't nothing beat that Caribbean water. Because unfortunately, if you grew up in Connecticut, you're used to that green, murky water when you go into the beaches, but nothing beats that island water. So again, learn how to swim and come see us again.
I guess it's me, huh?
Yep.
So a life jacket could always save your life. And a life jacket doesn't always have to be an actual life jacket, but I think we could understand that metaphor. So 250 years America has been around. Late Night Lime has been around 50 episodes. So just remember that. Late Night Lime, 5250. I don't mean the same thing, but yeah, I get the concept. So, yo, it's been fun, yo. I'm having fun on this show. We're going to see each other again Thursday. It's been 50 episodes. That happened fast. That happened real fast. We always bring up a lot of topics. If you see a topic out there y'all want to hear from us or see us discuss, hit us up on the TikTok. Hit us on TikTok. Leave the video there. We're going to try to get it over here and get it up and talk about it. But yeah, let us know how y'all feel about the show. And we want true honesty, no BS. Let us know how you feel. Parents, we need to get back to teaching our kids, because a lot of things that you think they're learning in school, they're not. Health ed isn't being taught in a lot of schools, from what I'm hearing. I had it in school. I'm sure you had it. And preventing early teen pregnancies and things like that could be solved in health class. Just being educated and learning about how biology works. You know what I mean? So teach our kids that, man. Teach them how to swim. If they can't swim, you decide to get a pool. Make sure there's life jackets for the kids. Make sure they got something to hold on to. Just don't throw them by the pool and think they're going to be all right when you don't even know how to swim. Parents, there's classes where the kids and the parents go learn together, learn how to swim, because you're going to start enjoying time with your kid too. And a lot of fun places you might want to go, it's going to always have water. It's going to always have a pool. And why not have fun instead of sitting on the side wondering? So go learn those things, hit the Y, different places. It could be free in your neighborhood. So Late Night Lime, 50 episodes. Congratulations to us. Let me see. Where's the goddamn
sound effects?
Yeah, the sound effects. There's a applause in there. Oh, we got a comment. No, not that one.
Clap.
There you go. Late Night Lime. Late Night.
All right, let's see what comments we got.
Table crasher.
Okay, so
oh, we out, folks. See
is
you
that
on
it?
Yeah,
Is that it? So we're gonna see each other Thursday, y'all. And
Thursday.
if the people in your company can't speak English when they cross where we are, we're gonna charge them $5,000. And if they're from Arkansas, that's $10,000 for you. See you Thursday with your